and he's living hell out of him.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
That's like, that is what momentum is.
Yeah.
You take the time you gain throughout attacks, you invest it in space, and this allows you to then get more time. You have percent advantages in hitbox, like in microspacing. It's so nice.
This is, I mean, a huge part of this game is spacing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty much. I mean, to me, that's everything.
So let's hop into this game. You have BDSM Shears versus Derek.
And a Picadillo.
And a Picadillo.
I'm not sure about Derek, but we know Shears does quite a bit of this with Bard.
Yeah. I think Derek was having some trouble with Picadillos against some characters.
Yeah.
I pointed out to Shears why that might be. And he's like a really smart guy, so he probably like knew like a lot of it already, and there's a good chance he'll be able to apply it. Like I think this tournament, like partially my set against him, but just this tournament, I've earned like a lot more respect for Shears as a player.
He gives good advice. He really
he does. He's an incredibly cognitive player.
Yeah.
And I love that about him.
Yeah, I asked Bark. I asked him some question. He goes, you know what? I just do. I mean, you might want to refer to Shears because he just gives fantastic advice, and he's right.
Oh.
He sat beside me in one of my sets.
There, because of like the skid, Shears gave up a ton of space to Derek. He gave him center stage.
What, did he get ice skates or like the
the
skid?
So he did that, he got afraid, and then he jumped way back.
And then you lost.
He jumped far further back than I think he had to. He could have just shore hopped back to center stage.
Yeah, I got you.
Like, in all of these sets, this? Okay, sorry about that. So, in all of these sets, all of the sets you see here at Gommel, at other tournaments, pay very closely attention to the space that each player occupies.
Okay.
I can't emphasize enough how little people do this.
Yeah.
Look at the space for Derek right now.
Yeah.
It was really good. Look at the space for Shears right now. It's really good. But they both had really good corner turnarounds. How could they have improved on that? I already told you that.
Yeah.
Look, Derek's in the corner. Shears has good. Shears has good pressure here.
Yeah.
How's he gonna maintain this pressure without risking too much, right?
Yeah.
How's he gonna make sure that that doesn't happen,
Yeah.
right? That's the tricky part. Because I guarantee you, if they're in the corner, you can sit there and win an extremely high percentage of the time when your opponent is in the corner.
Yeah. And I mean, that first stock. Before anyone took a stock, it was a minute and a half, and then shortly after they're taking stocks, and now Shears lost the lead.
Yeah.
So I don't know much
Derek's
about
in the
Derek.
corner. Watch.
Yeah.
And now he's in the other corner. That up B did literally nothing.
And Shears.
And he's fighting for space.
Stage.
Look.
Yeah.
That's the brilliance of a good player. You saw him chipping away at Shears' space for a bit.
Even though he's not hitting him and doesn't have like that kind of momentum, the space gives him the momentum.
Exactly. The space is what gives him his strength.
It's a setup, in a way. I mean,
exactly. It's a resource that people neglect far too much. So look at Shears' space. Shears just gave him center stage.
Yeah, he did, and Derek moved up.
Like, if you can remove that as much as possible, and it's extremely difficult, because it's hard to maintain space and stay safe. I'm aware of this.
Once again. Once again, like you said, they're pushing. It's either one or the other pushing them into the corner.
Yeah. That's really what it's all about. After you have phenomenal control over your character, that's what it boils down to.
Yeah, and we got Shears down 2 stocks.
Yeah, good stuff from Derek.
Good kill.
Shears kills him back. This is solid.
He got him with the forward air out of the up B and then followed up with a back throw.
Yeah, the first thing Boom said to me when I entered the venue, I like sat down to play Derek, and he was like, he knows the secrets.
Yeah. Derek, I don't know much about. He's from Canada. Correct?
Derek spaces really intelligently.
Yeah.
He just takes some risks that he's not yet aware of, because I don't think he flowcharts. I think that's I don't know how much he does. If he doesn't, he definitely should, because I think that's the only thing lacking from his game. Phenomenal control, phenomenal spacing.
Yeah, it looks like it. He's spacing him very well. Shears a lot of time. The forward air. Oh, good ledge cancel.
That was really good from Derek. Let's see what Shears can do. That was a great turnaround from the corner, punishing Derek for spacing way too close to the ledge.
Yeah, and Derek has a 3-1 lead.
Yeah.
And this might be it. No? Okay, so he's got a 3-1 lead.
Okay.
expected or unexpected?
I would say expected, just because of the seeding.
Yes.
Derek's a little bit of an unknown, but
He's
I don't
doing
know.
well this game.
I respect both of these players. They're intelligent. The thing about Derek is he's so good against intelligent players.
Yeah.
Because he's weak against rushdown. Because again, as I was saying, when he holds his space, he does so unsafely.
Yeah. Yeah, and right there. So Shears goes down a game. And like to you, he didn't do that well game 1 and did a little better game 2. So we'll see how he does game 2 against Derek. But he's up against the wall right now.
Flowchart. So flowchart is you look at a situation, and then you look at a lot the probable possibilities that can occur, like with some grouping. So for example, Kirby's on top platform, Pika's center stage. What can Kirby do? Well, Kirby can fast fall downer. Well, that's really scary for Pika. What can Pika do to beat that? So what you do is you look at all the things Kirby can do that's scary for Pika, and then you look at all the things that
Vice
Pika can do
versa.
to beat that, and
Yeah.
you continue in this way, and like even if you don't memorize it, just going through this exercise builds intuition so well.
Or
It's
while
so
you're
good.
playing.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
going through it in your head while you're playing. And that's hard to do.
I would far prefer to do it out of game because
Yeah.
you can do it out of game.
Yeah.
So I've really subscribed. I said this to someone earlier. I've really subscribed to the theory that in like a competitive game, you want to develop as much as possible outside of the game.
Yeah.
So as an example, in hockey or whatever, you don't like come up with a strategy while you're on the rink.
Yeah.
You like
It's before.
you have like a timeout. You discuss what you want to do, and then you execute.
Yeah.
You want to.
Most sports.
Yeah, most sports are like that.
Yeah.
And this is a sport, so you should treat it
Definitely.
the same like that.
And look at this. So, Shears switched to Yoshi.
Yeah. Shears is developing Yoshi. It's actually pretty good, I
Yeah,
think.
it is. Yeah.
I think it's not as strong as spacing. Like, it's not as smart as his Pika is,
But he's got combo game.
but it has really good combo game.
Yeah.
He's, like, good at controlling Yoshi. Like, pretty good at controlling Yoshi.
Yeah.
So I think if he did want to, like, do a full switch to Yoshi, he only, like, has a couple of things to work on.
Yeah.
Honestly?
See, I mean, right there, he's putting the pressure on. When he, good read, but he didn't have the execution. He had the read. Shoots a Steph Curry. Shoots a Steph Curry.
That's the most beautiful expression I've ever heard.
Yeah. Well, the Chris Kyle with Pika.
Oh. All right.
The things that come out of my mouth.
Oh, he armored that. So the thing about Yoshi is Yoshi as a character is really, really good at making plays.
Yeah.
Plays can beat spacing. Essentially what you do is someone's spacing predictably, and even if it's like really good spacing, you're like, well, I can just do like a kind of like a hard read, you can think of it, that'll beat the spacing.
Okay.
Yoshi's really good at this, specifically really good at making this as safe as possible.
Yeah.
So I think this is what Shears sees most in Yoshi as a character. Because he emphasizes the armor, really good at making plays. He emphasizes the parry, you see right there.
Yeah, he had a good
really good
parry.
at making the plays.
And I mean, right now Derek is 2 stocks away from taking this set, and Shears making the decision to go Yoshi.
Yeah, I like dash attack. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that was really
At
smart.
this percent, especially. I mean,
Yeah.
Once again, he neutral airs the Steph Curry and messes up the up B, but still has a 2-stock lead. Let's see if Shears can make.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's smart. For
He
some
didn't go
reason,
for it.
he did not go for it, which is good.
The double jump forward air.
Double jump forward
Yeah.
air. He would not have made it back.
Yeah, that's too far out.
You could have argued that since he was at so high percent, it was worth it.
Yeah.
I don't think I agree with that, just because it's 4 stocks to 1.
Yeah.
A 1 to 3 stock comeback is much harder than a 2 to 4 stock comeback, even if you're at high percent.
Yeah, and I mean, at this point.
At this point, it's pretty tricky for Shears to come back.
Yeah, at this point, that's what I was gonna say. It's might
But
be
like,
too far gone.
as a competitor, you always want to keep working.
Oh yeah, never
give up.
Nope. That's for sure.
That was a really good forward tilt, really good up tilt.
Oh, he missed the reverse
Smartest
back air.
anti-air.
I like that choice, but at that point, I'm not sure if he had his jump, maybe a neutral or anything to get him off, but a 4-stock by Derek.
So the sensitive thing about Yoshi a thing that gives him big problems is, sure, he's super fast, but without his double jump, he has, or sorry, not without his double jump, but unless you use his double jump, his air acceleration is terrible.
Yeah.
So essentially what you do is if you're fading in and it's scary and you have to change directions, like with like